Welcome back, guys. It is Chelsea 0, Real Madrid 2, the same scoreline that took place in the first leg. The season is over, if we should put it that way. And this is how I feel. I feel like the season is over. There's nothing else for Chelsea to be fighting for. You know, the Premier League is going to be very difficult. Not even difficult. Even if we win all our games, there's no way Chelsea can make top 4. We're not into any other competition in Europe. Domestic competitions are all over. So what is next for Chelsea? The club has made lots of mistakes, and there are some certain key moments in our game today. So let's talk about today's game and let's see what Chelsea should have done better to be able to win the game. Chelsea were lacking so many things, and one of them was a striker. Chelsea were just being naive. They will be naive, and we're going to talk about the formation that Frank Lampard put up in the game. We'll talk about the formation. Was it really the best formation he can have? If the formation works, but then we still have striking problems, but there's no one up front to bank in those goals. And you're telling me Kai Havertz, who's the problem? You have Raheem Sterling, who even he's a winger stroke striker. He can score the goals, but then we put somebody else there. But there's so many certain key moments in the game which we can highlight. Marc Cucurella has been a very, very big problem for Chelsea football team. Cucurella for Marcos Alonso. I keep saying that was a very big mistake. Marcos Alonso cannot defend, but then tracking back, he can track back a little bit, but probably he doesn't have that pace. But Cucurella, who has the pace, but then still cannot defend. So let's look at that. Let's look at that. Go to Real Madrid and bring in Marc Cucurella that will spend 60 million on. How good has he been? And look at that mistake that he did. He left his side of the goalpost to go and attack a center back player, and he left Trevor Chalobah all dry alone by himself. Trevor Chalobah is very, very inexperienced. Chalobah should have stayed and back up a little bit, but not to go in for the sliding tackle, because he was never ever going to win that tackle. He was supposed to relax and let's see what's going on before you attack, but then he rushed into it. Cucurella find himself in a very, very, very good position, one-on-one. You know, there were players in there, but then if he had that striking instinct, he could have finished that chance. He couldn't do it. Then another one came to Kante. Kante was very, very good, but then definitely you're not going to expect much from Kante. He doesn't have the striking instinct, like I said. We were all over. We played very, very well. But then when it comes to the main important thing is to put the ball in the back of the net, Chelsea found themselves wanting. And I don't blame Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard, you know, he has a lack. Bolly called him to come over and take care of the football club and trying to unite and trying to bring that unity back. And he did as he can. But then did it really help? And I don't, like I said, I won't blame Frank Lampard, but I blame, one will be Todd Boehly, second will be Graham Potter for not registering a striker and trying to register three new players who hasn't really contributed that much. That is one of the blame goes to him. But then we were so naive, and just like I said, you know, if you want to talk about Chelsea not scoring goals, you say this over and over and over, and it's not really necessary anymore. It's not really necessary anymore to talk about it. But then the season is over. We're going to move forward and see what the preseason has to offer for us. And I've said in my other stream that I uploaded, if you haven't seen my other stream, my other video that I uploaded yesterday, you can check that video out. And I said, look, it was time for Todd Boehly to take that much time for them to assess their option and bring in their permanent manager instead of bringing in a caretaker manager, because the players are not taking things serious. But then if you bring in your Nagelsmann or your Enrique, and I want Luis Enrique, if you bring in the Luis Enrique He can start working with the players now for them to understand his style of football, for Chelsea to put himself out there in the market again, trying to win trophies. Because you bring in a new manager, that will take almost about 2 seasons to really get a tune out of these players. And you have to remember that, look, Luis Enrique comes in or Nagelsmann comes in, there are some of these players that he wouldn't like to use. Although we spent 6 years, 7 years, who is willing to buy these players if Enrique decided he doesn't want certain players? Or does he have to be, is he going to be forced to use those players that we have? That's another question. And it's you, the viewer. If you have an answer for me, drop it down in the comment section below. I think Chelsea were very, very naive. Real Madrid have different style of play, and they played in patterns, gears, from gear 1 to gear 2 to gear 3. And when they feel like they want to score, they'll move from gear 1 to 2, and that is what they did in the second half. First half, it was all Chelsea. Second half, to the end of the game, Real Madrid took over. That's when they scored 2 goals. And goals are the most vital thing in the football, but nothing else. You can keep all the possession, you can play all the crosses, the tiki-taka and everything. If you don't score, all the effort you put into it come to nothing. So, Todd Boehly, and I know people have said Todd Boehly is going to the dressing room and talking to the players. Yes, he has to do that because he put the money into the players' pocket. He brought them to the football club and he is paying them. He owns the football club 20%. 20% of his shares at the football club. So he has every right to go into and talk to his employees for them to be able to start producing on the football pitch. But then it's all over, like I said. Preseason is right here. We're gonna work very hard towards it and see what is left. See you guys again in my next video. Do not forget to subscribe to Blueclouds Media Sports on YouTube, and also follow us on our social media platform. All description is in the it's in my video description. You can check it out there, and give me a like if you think you like what I'm doing. Share the video also. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live stream. That will be 6:30 UK time, or maybe 5:30 African time, and also 1:30 American time. I'll see you guys again in the other side. Enjoy your day. If you're a Chelsea fan, just relax. The season is over. We'll come again. See you guys later. Bye-bye.